My name is Gary Endecott. I'm a Jackson Hole athlete and a Special Olympics athlete. I grew up in Cameron, Wyoming. My dad decided to move me out here where I could have more help, being more independent.
So Gary started CES in 2011. Community Entry Services is a nonprofit organization. We work with adults with disabilities in Teton County. He has grown into a very mature, independent adult in our program. He lives by himself in his own apartment. He is navigating the bus system. He works full-time. CES is really, at this point, a support for Gary when he needs it. But for the most part, he's a rock star.
Gary provides an important role to us, more important than I think he gives himself credit for. He's always positive, and he works hard, and he cares about the work that he does, and that spills over to everyone else.
I stock shelves, and I stock the beer cooler, and I even clean the slushie machines, and that's been a fun project.
Since I've known Gary, I knew that one of his main passions was skiing. And he was so excited to live in Jackson so that he could utilize the village to his maximum potential.
Really fun to ski. I love skiing the powder and the moguls. It's something new to learn. It's a challenge every day just to come out and learn it.
Skiing is the ultimate freedom, and Gary is a very passionate skier. I know Gary through the Special O. I've been working with the Special O here at Jackson Hole since 2004.
So just on the basis of how fast you look, Gary, you're gonna need to slow it down to the slow zone here because you're just crushing it today, all right? I don't want you intimidating any of the locals here, all right? Don't scare off tourists and don't intimidate locals. Okay. Don't go, you know what I mean, Gary? Because you're just a speed demon out there, and I don't want you breaking any records in the slow zone.
Okay.
So the Special Olympics provides an opportunity for people with special needs to compete, but more importantly, to set goals and achieve goals. And everybody needs challenges, everybody needs goals. And in a world that can marginalize people with special needs, the Special Olympics represents an entity that doesn't marginalize them, that not only raises them up, but raises everybody up around them who helps them and who's part of their life.
I got a call asking me if Gary would be interested in going to the World Games in Austria, and I told them they couldn't have picked a better person.
Lindsay brought me into her office and told me I was going to Austria. I kind of jumped up and down.
That day, I drove him home and I'm going to the World Games in Austria. I can't believe it. I qualified, I'm going to the World Games. Tom, the World Games, the World Games. So he was very fired up.
It means a lot. Representing the United States, representing the Wyoming state. It means like history, my own family's last name.
To see this synergy of Gary, a Jackson Hole Mountain Resort athlete, going to the World Special Olympic Games in Austria, and to see them come together and to send it off into the universe and see what becomes of it has been really fun.
Everybody can overcome adversity, and Gary has certainly done that throughout his life. He's worked very hard to be where he is. He's an inspiration to us all.
If I were to define my relationship with Gary, I'm a super fan. I'm a cheerleader for Gary. His enthusiasm, his passion, his desire to help others around him has turned me into a cheerleader.
On the other side.